There are places in the world that have the power to captivate people for decades or even generations. These mysteries from different regions of the world fascinate and attract millions of tourists. The truth about these mysterious places remains difficult to decipher. In many cases, not even scientists have satisfactory answers. So, let's take a look at 10 of the most mysterious places in the world. Before we begin, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. With that being said, let's begin. 7 Colored Earths. The colorful lands of Chamarol are a geological formation and an important tourist attraction in the Black River district of southwestern Mauritius. Red, brown, purple, green, dark blue, light blue, and yellow. These are the 7 colors chosen by nature to color the dunes of the island of Mauritius. Surrounded by vegetation, they seem to be painted, and the colors change depending on the time of day and sunlight. These sand and rock dunes cover an area of about 7,500 square meters and are surrounded by vegetation, which is further proof that nature is bizarre and inexplicable. The phenomenon of chromatic variety is attributed to the cooling, at different temperatures and at different temporal moments, of volcanic rocks decomposed and eroded. The rocks, together with the clay, over the centuries have led to the formation of sand, which, due to the large quantities of iron and aluminum and their oxidation, acquires predominant colors such as anthracite red and blue-violet. Although there is a scientific explanation, a wave of mystery continues to float around the phenomenon. The mystery lies in the ability of the Chamarol sands to deposit, forming layers of defined colors that, although mixed by the wind, magically reassemble after only a few hours, return to their original shape, offering impressive designs. The Bermuda Triangle. Also known as the Devil's Triangle, it's an approximately triangular-shaped area, with the 3 corners located by Bermuda, Puerto Rico, and Fort Lauderdale, Florida in the Atlantic Ocean. The area covered is about 1.2 million square kilometers. It's known that the Bermuda Triangle is an area extremely famous for the paranormal phenomena that would manifest here, such as the disappearance of ships and aircraft. These paranormal activities have also been blamed on extraterrestrial beings. Although there are many so-called paranormal phenomena, statistics show that the number of incidents is no different from other areas. The modern legend of the Bermuda Triangle emerged after 5 Army planes disappeared on a training mission during a strong storm in 1945. This storm did not actually exist. The most logical explanation for this disappearance is that the compass of the main pilot, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, broke down. However, even if all 5 planes were damaged or ran out of fuel, these 5 planes were all Avengers, and in the case of forced landings, they were able to float smoothly for 90 minutes, and the crew was instructed to abandon the aircraft in 60 seconds, and the rescue rafts were at hand. And at the same time, the rescue plane sent in also disappeared in an equally unclear way. Hill of Crosses. Hill of Crosses is a site of pilgrimage about 12 kilometers north of the city of Šiauliai in northern Lithuania. According to rough estimates from 1990, about 50,000 Lithuanian crosses were located on this unusual mountain. Since then, the number has increased a lot. One of them was fixed by Pope John Paul II himself during his visit in 1993, making the Hills of the Cross a real pilgrimage site. Over the generations, not only crosses and crucifixes, but statues of the Virgin Mary, carvings of Lithuanian patriots, and thousands of tiny effigies and rosaries have been brought here by Catholic pilgrims. It is said that whoever puts a cross on this mountain will be very lucky. There are several legends about the origins of the mountain, and one of them refers to the Catholic monastery that collapsed underground for unknown reasons. When the daughter of a local fell ill with an incurable disease, the man placed a cross on this mountain. Then a miracle happened. The girl was healed, and the news about this mysterious place spread so quickly throughout the country that many people began to leave a cross in the name of happiness. Bangar Fort, India. The Bangar Fort is a 16th century fort built in the Rajasthan state of India. Bangar Fort is said to echo the etheric presence of a cursed princess and her future captor, the sorcerer Sinha. It's said that Sinha tried to ensnare the young royal by offering her a love potion. However, she refused, throwing herself on a large rock that rolled over the wizard and crushed him to death. Nowadays, the Mughlai complex, once trampled by Madho Singh I, is considered one of the most haunted places in India. No one is allowed to enter after dark, and the locals have even reported deaths as a result of the continuous curse. Darvaza Gas Crater. Darvaza Gas Crater, also known as the Door to Hell or Gates of Hell, is a natural gas field that collapsed into a cavern near Darvaza, Turkmenistan. It was formed after the collapse of the upper layer of an underground cave. The site was discovered by geologists in 1971. It was decided to burn the huge hole full of gas to prevent toxic gases from coming out to affect nearby people. The fire was supposed to last only a few days, but the gas continues to burn today. The gas crater has an area of 5,350 square meters. Its diameter is 69 meters, and its depth is 30 meters. This place has turned into a very popular tourist attraction that is visited by a lot of researchers, photographers, and extremists from all over the world. The legend of the locals says that there the two worlds meet, hell and the human world, and that they should never have been brought to the surface. Whalebone Alley. 132 kilometers from Alaska, in the Chukotka district of Russia, lies this macabre view. Lots of jaws, ribs, and scattered whale vertebrae. This attraction was discovered in 1976 by a team of researchers from the Institute of Ethnography of the USSR Academy of Sciences under the leadership of Mikhail Chlanov. According to specialists, the whale bones are over 600 years old, are 5 meters high, and are over 300 kilograms each. They are dug into the ground and propped up with boulders. But whoever did this by turning everything into a huge altar remains an unsolved enigma. The Alley of Whale Bones is, according to scientists, the only example of Eskimo culture about which almost any information has been lost. Red Beach. Located in Dawa County, Panjin, Liaoning, China, Red Beach is famous for its landscape featuring the red plant of Sueda salsa of the family Chanapodaceae. In the autumn, these algae turn into a vibrant shade of red. Sueda is one of the few herbs that can live in strong alkaline soil. The growth cycle of the plant begins in April when it's colored in light red, while the color of the mature species is dark red. The Panjin Shuangtaizi River Delta is a state-protected natural area that preserves one of the most complete ecosystems and the largest wetland in the world. More than 260 species of bird and 399 species of wild animals live here. Riddle House, Florida, USA. This house was built in West Palm Beach, Florida in 1905 by some of Henry Flagler's hotel construction workers. It's been surrounded by death and despair since its construction in the early 1900s. It was a funeral home, and one of the employees hung himself in the attic in the 1920s due to financial problems. For some unknown reason, the employee hated men, and his ghost attacked those who climbed the bridge. Over time, men were denied access to the attic. It is said that other places in the house are haunted because the furniture moves by itself. The house remained abandoned for a long time, but in the 90s, a process of its restoration began, but the repairs took a long time because the workers were very scared. Their working tools were thrown from the bridge or from the windows by an unseen force. Many locals still avoid approaching this house today. Death Valley. Located on the border of California and Nevada, Death Valley National Park was designated in 1933 and is home to one of the world's strangest phenomena: rocks that move along the desert ground with no gravitational cause. No one has any explanation for the heavy stones, some 700 kilograms, which move on the bottom of this valley without being acted by any visible force. Scientists have found straight, zigzag marks here, left over the years by traveling stones. This phenomenon occurs on the surface of Racetrack Playa Plateau, the bottom of a dry lake in Death Valley. In the study Sliding Rocks on Racetrack Playa, Death Valley National Park, First Observation of Rocks in Motion, published on August 27, 2014, The researchers claim that they documented the movement of rocks for the first time using sequence photography and GPS units. Catacombs of Paris. The Catacombs of Paris are underground ossuaries in Paris, France, which hold the remains of more than 6 million people in a small part of a tunnel network built to consolidate Paris's ancient stone quarries. The Catacombs of Paris are a popular tourist destination, and many want to see the underground burial chambers, but the nearby mines are strictly forbidden to the general public. The labyrinth covers an area of more than 300 kilometers and has a lot of dangerous places that could kill unwanted guests. Urban explorers have been trying for years to discover what lies beneath the streets of Paris, but few have managed to continue beyond guard. In addition, nowadays there is state-of-the-art equipment that signals the presence of an intruder in the area. In September 2004, French police found an underground cinema here, which was powered by energy from the upper town. The media was also alerted, but when the police returned to the place the next day, there was nothing mysterious there. The cinema hall had been dismantled. It had disappeared. These mines are said to be a gateway to hell, and the restriction in the area is so great that the city can be guarded against evil spirits. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.